Oma, you want to go to school? That would never happen, not under my watch. You want to waste my son's hard-earned money. Let me tell you, no daughter-in-law of mine will go to school as long as I live. Your education is your father's responsibility and not for my son. Oma is a young, beautiful, naive girl who hawks oranges on the streets of Lagos. A girl whose life dreams and ambition was cut short by her father's death. Oma, I want to marry you. I want you to be my wife. Uche's words caught her unawares as her eyes widened in disbelief and confusion. She blinked rapidly, her gaze shifting to the side as if searching for words she didn't know how to express. She instinctively crossed her arms, a protective gesture, as though trying to shield herself from the question itself. Her body took a small step back, distancing herself as she tried to gather her thoughts. She shook her head gently, not in anger but in a quiet refusal. Her voice was calm but firm as she softly answered. I want to go to school. I want to be a nurse. I am not ready for marriage. How old are you? Uche asked her. I am 19 years old. I will come and see your mother. No, Oma said immediately. Recently her mother had started talking to her about marriage, telling her she is old enough and shouldn't shut out any man that approaches her for marriage. Her mother sees her dream of going to school as not achievable, so she wouldn't want Uche to go to her. Uche held her hands and looked into her eyes. Oma, I will take good care of you. If you accept my marriage proposal, I will sponsor your education to any level you wish to. I will not stress your life. I have enough money to give you a good life. Moreover, all I need from you is just 2 children, then you are free to chase your dreams and become whoever you wish to. I have been your customer for a very long time, and the sight of you makes me happy. Oma's eyes softened, a hesitant smile tugging at the corners of her lips as she looked into his eyes. There was a mixture of relief and cautious hope in her gaze, as though she was allowing herself to believe in the promise he made. Her eyebrows furrowed slightly, and for a brief moment, her mind raced thinking of the education she longed for, the opportunities it could bring. Her fingers unconsciously played with the edge of her sleeve, a sign of her internal conflict. She never imagined accepting a marriage proposal under such conditions, yet the idea of pursuing her studies seemed too important to pass up. Her heart beat a little faster, not from excitement but from the weight of the decision. She wanted to believe him, to trust that this promise could lead her toward her dreams of having a better future. But somewhere deep inside, a quiet voice wondered if he would truly follow through. Oma nodded in agreement and the smiles on her face was faint, a mixture of gratitude and resolve, knowing that this agreement, though not born from love, might be the key to her freedom, or to her forever pain. Uche went to see her people, and in a few months took Oma to a lesson center, registered her and bought her jam form. She passed her exams and also got admission to study nursing, and her husband was so proud of her. Months into their marriage, her mother-in-law visited them. At first Oma was surprised at the quantity of load she came with. She had knocked on the door when Oma was almost ready to go to school and continue with her registration process. Mama, welcome, Oma greeted her. My husband didn't tell me you were visiting today. I guess it must have skipped his mind. Mama looked at her with so much anger on her face. You must be very stupid to say that to me. So because you are now my son's wife, I now have to call first before visiting my son. This one you are dressed like this. Mama's eyes narrowed with a subtle yet unmistakable flicker of disdain as she surveyed Oma's clothes. The corners of her mouth twitched downward into a thin, tight-lipped expression, her lips barely concealing the judgment that lurked beneath. Her gaze was sharp as she inspected her. A flicker of envy flashed in her eyes, silently questioning why her daughter-in-law should be adorned with such luxury when she is from a very poor family. Where are you going? She asked. Mama, I am going to school. I just got admission to study nursing, and I am still in the registration process. You are going to where? Mama shouted. You must be joking. No daughter-in-law of mine will waste my son's money all in the name of going to school. Your education is your father's responsibility and not my son's. See the expensive clothes you are wearing. You are going to school when you should be trying to get pregnant and give me a grandchild. Or are you barren? Mama, I am not barren. It's just 2 months since we got married and we have not even started looking for a child. Mama looked at her and sighed. Oma, I am your mother-in-law and I am here to stay. Let me see how you will go to school. It will never happen. Oma was angry but listened to Mama and did as she pleased. Uche got back from his shop in the evening without a smile on his face. His wife had called him and informed him of Mama's visit, and also gave him a rundown of what transpired between her and Mama. "Uche, my son, how are you? Welcome back home," Mama said as she hugged Uche while looking at him. "Uche, you have lost so much weight, looks like you have not been eating well, or this little devil you married is already sucking you dry." Uche looked at his mother, his face tense with fury and eyes narrowed in a glare that burned with resentment. The gaze he directed toward his mother is piercing, a mixture of hurt and rage, as though he can't fathom how she could treat his wife with such cruelty. Then he asked her, "Mama, what are you doing here? Why didn't you inform us that you were coming?" "Inform us," Mama said sarcastically. "Who is the US? Me and my wife, Mama." "Uche, so you expect me, your mother, to inform this little rat that you married and called her a wife that I am coming to my son's house? When did that one start?" "Mama, her name is Oma. I will not stand here and watch you insult my beautiful wife. Please stop it." Mama was angry. "I know her name is Oma, but I will call her whatever name I choose to. Who is she, that I must call her by her name? She is nothing but a wretched girl you picked from the gutters. She should be grateful that a billionaire like my son married her." Uche didn't say a word as he moved to the guest room to confirm what his wife had told him. "Mama," he rushed out with so much anger. "All these bags you came with, what are they for?" "Uche, they are my clothes and other personal belongings. You got married, moved into your new house and refused to invite me to come and be pampered. Well, I decided to bring myself." "Mama, pampered by who?" "Your wife, of course. She is a new wife and her duty is not just to take care of you, but to also take care of her mother-in-law and everybody in her husband's family. How long do you plan to stay with us?" "I will be here till Christmas, then we all can travel together." "Christmas is in 6 months. Yes, I will be here till then." Uche looked at his wife as she stood by the door with so much fear on her face. "I will not let this happen. Mama just came and she is already causing my wife pain. She wouldn't stay with us." He said to himself, "Mama, welcome, but please you can't stay with us. We just got married and are still at the stage of knowing ourselves. Now that you are here you can only stay with us for 1 week, then I will take you back to the village." Mama screamed, "Never, never, Uche, that will not happen. I know this evil girl you married has already called you and told you not to allow me to stay, but I will stay. I must stay. Mama, 1 week is all you have to stay in my house," Uche said as he dragged his wife with him to their bedroom. "Honey, don't you think 1 week is too small? Please allow Mama to stay if she wants to stay with us. This house is big enough for us all. We have 6 rooms here." Uche looked at his wife, came close to her and held her hands. "My love, you don't know my mother and what she is capable of. She had not been here for up to 24 hours and your face is like this. If Mama stays more than 1 week with us you will lose your mind. You see how beautiful you are. I want you to remain this beautiful and sweet for me. You see how we happily run around this house alone anyhow we want and anytime we want to. I can't thread those moments for anything. I cherish them so much. With Mama in this house things would never be the same. She is not sick and so she doesn't have any business living with us. Don't worry, I will handle Mama." As they were still talking, Mama called Oma to come and run her bath. "Mama, there is a shower and everything you need is in the bathroom. Please allow me to have a little discussion with my wife." Early the next morning, Mama came knocking on their door calling Oma to come and clean the house and prepare breakfast. "Mama, today is Saturday, however the cleaner will soon come and do the cleaning," Uche answered from their room. Mama hit hard on their door. "Uche, did you say cleaner? Why do you have a cleaner? Does it mean this girl is useless to you?" "Mama, we have a cleaner who comes on weekends to do all the washing and cleaning. I don't want my wife to stress herself. Since I have the money there is no point complaining." Mama was so angry but she kept quiet and went to her room. Watch out for the part 2 of this story. Please subscribe to my channel to support my growth. Thank you.